the only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Welcome, YouTube, to the first edition of Hollywood's Happy Hour, starring me, the U.S. champion, Ryan Hollywood. The first of many editions of this show over the next coming weeks throughout the last month of KWA. My first guest is the reigning tag team champions, G-Money and Aaron Boulder. Thanks, guys, for being on the show.
Thanks for having us, man.
Now, since this is the first show of many, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what this is the whole idea of this is about. After having to watch the Cage show this weekend, having to watch the talk show there, considering I was in North Carolina the first time it aired, I wanted to have a talk show that really mattered, that didn't fucking ask about Tennessee football or if you're friends with Rum or anything like that. You know, I want to ask questions that the fans want to know, that the wrestlers want to know, shit that people are, you know, give you an open forum to speak your piece, so to speak, without any repercussions. So my first question is actually going to go to you, Boulder. Since I've been on the scene and known both you and Tyler Jett, there's been a butting of the heads, so to speak, between the two of you guys. And I don't know whether it's because he's an 11-time champion and you're a 1-time champion, whether it's because you were in the fight with Tristan earlier this year and Tyler was helping Tristan. Whatever the case may be, I'm just trying to get down to the truth, to the nitty-gritty. What's the deal between you and Tyler Jett?
The deal with me and Tyler Jett, well, this started way back in March of 2010. Tyler Jett was my third opponent ever, and of course he beat me. I was a young rookie then, but
much like I am now with my title.
yes. But see, the thing with Tyler is, to be the man, you have to beat the man, and at KWA, Tyler is the man. He's always in the spotlight. He's always the world champ. So it makes sense to go after the top dog.
Fair enough. Fair enough. G-Money, my next question goes to you. When I first appeared on the scenes as a fan or a wrestler, and I think everybody starts out as a fan, you were in a mindless cult, horrible, version of the ministry. So, to just put it blankly. You were walking around with a blank stare on your face. You weren't doing much. It's called the Illuminati. Pretty sure you remember it, and I'm pretty sure the fans wish they could forget it.
So do I.
That's kind of where my question leads. Was that your idea to go into that group, or was it Rum's, or what did Chris write you to go into that group? What caused you to be okay with you doing that?
Well, it started off when me and Rum were talking. We had a tag match. My first match coming back to KWA. And unfortunately it was against Aaron and Medieval, and we ended up winning that match. Then soon after, he was saying that he was going to talk to Chris about starting a group. I didn't know exactly what it was going to be or how it was going to be, but knowing Red Rum, he's not all there. So but the thing is that he called it the Illuminati, got me in it, got Sobe, whoever the hell else was in it. And Doomsday, Freak Show.
At one point.
Yeah, but the whole point of the matter is that I didn't want any part of it.
Right.
I did it because I loved wrestling, and that's my start. I'm not proud of it, but I do appreciate the offer for starting to wrestle.
Right.
But I wish it would have been something a lot better.
Fair enough. I mean, we all do things at the beginning of our career that we wish we never do again. And not to put myself in the same category as Kevin Nash, but Kevin Nash did Blade, I think it was, in AWA, where he had orange hair, and then he did Oz in WCW, and I was wrote to do fucking Macho Man, and we all do stupid shit, so that's fair enough. And here's something that's kind of irked me, and I know we talked about it a little bit yesterday, but I wanted to get you to expand on it. Online on the Facebook event wall, facebook.com/KWA Wrestling Live. If you're not doing it now, you should do it. Chris has stated that the office, which consists of him, Jordan, Gary, and the new MMA guy, does anybody know his name?
All I know, they're a bunch of Power Ranger marks.
sweatpants.
Sweatpants, we'll call them that. Sweatpants that can do a backflip.
Pretty badass backflip, though.
Yes, it is.
They were talking about having some roster cuts for the end of the year. And a lot of the roster who they were doing, they were referring to as dead weight. In your opinion, who do you think should be cut and why, as opposed to who they are cutting?
And again, this is nothing personal, so nobody get pissed off about this. If I was in control, the 3 or 4 people that I would cut right off the bat would be Rhinestone, Wade Reaper, Racer, and let's see, who's that other one? Gary, yes. No, Gary's okay.
He's getting better.
Oh wait, Kyle's already gone, so
He is
there we go.
So, all right, so why are you in favor of those guys but not Big Gilbert?
Because Big Gilbert, I see something in Big Gilbert. He can make something of himself if he would learn to separate his nice personality from his wrestling character. Because you can't go in there and look like you're all happy and stuff if you're a big guy. You gotta look like you're mean, you're ready to destroy people.
Right.
And I just don't see that in Gilbert right now. But
Right.
I think with a little work and a little help, he can critique his character.
You should make him join the Boulder Boot Camp.
I know if I could do that, but it won't get written in anytime soon.
Kind of turn the Big Show from '99 into King Kong Bundy.
Exactly.
Good stuff. All right. Well, I'm gonna ask you guys a couple questions of what's your opinion on some of the other wrestlers, real quick. What's your opinion? And I know you've already spoken on Tyler. What's your opinion on Medieval, who you're going against this week?
Medieval, my honest opinion on Medieval is I have nothing against him. He's a great wrestler, great worker, and I would have to say that he's one of the roughest wrestlers in KWA when it comes to just how much he actually gets into the match.
Right.
And I've been in plenty of matches with him, and I'm the only man to defeat him in hardcore, only because it was writ that way. I don't want nobody thinking that that's going to my head or anything.
Right.
It was written that way. So.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
All
Yeah.
right. Gerald, what's your opinion on Just Gary?
Just Gary? Seriously?
Hmm?
Well, all I can say is he's a good wrestler. He's getting better, but he's still Just Gary. And if I recall, last Sunday, I believe it was, he lost to Big Daddy. Was that right? He's still just a loser.
Boulder, what's your opinion on the person who tries to take away the youngest legend in the business moniker, Tristan Ramsey?
Tristan Ramsey. He's a good kid and all, but he needs to really check that attitude of his. He's never really going to make it anywhere with that kind of attitude. And I've seen it in the back at TWA. He kind of hides that cocky-ass attitude there because when he's in front of people that know more than him. But when he's there at KWA, he gets the big head thinking he's better than everybody, and he bitches at everybody for botching, but he botches too himself. He just doesn't catch it because he's so full of himself that he can't see his own mistakes.
All right, well, G, what's your opinion on... I'm trying to think of a good one. We'll do it as a whole faction, as the Carnival. Now that it's just, sideshow and freak show, but I'm talking about the entirety of it. When TA was there, and when Wade and Gilbert and Willie and all of it. What's your opinion on that?
Freak Show, he's different, but he's a good wrestler in my eyes.
Right.
Wade shouldn't have been part of it. Wade really shouldn't have even been wrestling. No offense to him. I like him as a person, but as a wrestler, it's no. Willie, he's a real good guy, but he should have just stuck as a ref instead of them just bringing him into the Carnival like that. Because whether they brought Willie into the Carnival as the ref or not, it wouldn't have made no difference if who would have won. if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
TA, he's just trying to be a gold dust mark, if you ask me, with his outfit. And the whole makeup deal suits him, but not in that form. Who else was it?
Big Gilbert.
Big Gilbert. Gilbert's good, but if you've heard the crowd when he had the makeup on, they called him Ronald McDonald, obese or whatever. I mean, Gilbert's really good.
He
Like
looked more like the Hamburger.
yeah,
Or Grimace.
yeah. But like Aaron said earlier about Big Gilbert, I think that he needs to do the whole big guy mean shit kind of deal instead of keeping his good side on him. And even though he's going face against Freak Show and Sideshow, as far as I know, he still should have that I'm gonna kick your ass attitude.
What's y'all's, both of your opinions on the direction that KWA is going? If there will be a show next year, do you think that it'll continue to get better or worse? What would you do different?
Well, it depends on if Chris can get his writing intact or not. If he's even making a show next year, if Tyler even lets it happen. If not, then I think they need to be another writer involved.
Well, personally, I do think there will be a next year. I don't think it will be the same kind of format as it is this year. I do see some changes coming. But the thing he said about Chris, he's been writing the shows for so long, and I think he's kind of getting bored with it, and I think that he's not up to his A game, and he's been looking more to push just Gary and Jordan, people that
Or his favorites.
have not really, favorites is
He's
what I'm
picking
gonna put,
favorites.
and like whereas he won't push the other people that's been there longer than them that really didn't really have a good chance at running with the main event spot.
Like me, I've only been in
Such as
main event a couple times.
myself, which, sorry, no mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Myself I don't feel that I was used right last year, coming in after winning the world title in that place XPW, which I think that what happened was Tyler was starting to pull his little baby stunt again, crying about not having a belt, which he done several times while I've been there, and I was offered up as the sacrificial lamb, just as I was back in 2010 when I won the Extreme title, and Tyler started bitching about not having a belt, and I had to give my belt up for it. So I think Chris needs to focus on pushing the people that's been there longer and the people that has more talent.
Okay, and this kind of ties in because you're talking about you working not being used right. Since I came on the scene, you've been extremely helpful in trying to help the new guys, whether mentor like you're doing with G Money, or give tips to the guys in the back. What's your take on that? Do you think that
I would love to see. I'm happy this week because I'm working Medieval, a main event quality guy, such as myself.
right?
Like, that's what I want to do. I want to continue to work the best there. But it seems as late I've been working all the bottom feeders and trying to push them along
Yeah, 'cause for
and make them
there,
look good.
2 or 3 weeks you wrestled Kyle and
Yeah.
Gary, and then I think it was Kyle and Gary. And
Yeah. It just, I don't know. I kind of enjoy working with the new guys, trying to make them better, but at the same time, I want to work the Medievals, the Tristan, Tyler Jett, yourself, and I don't want to work Red Rum anymore because let's just face it, Red Rum, he's a friend and all, but he thinks he's up at the top when he's really not, and he just can't see through it. Kind of like Tristan. He lets his own ego get in his way of seeing what he needs to work on.
Well, now, real quick, the last question right before I hit you with some rapid fire questions. What do you think of me, Ryan Hollywood?
Ryan Hollywood.
And don't hold anything back because I'm here. So act, just like it's after show and I'm not here. I want to hear exactly what you think of me.
Honestly, I think you're good. You're a good competitor. You're learning. You actually have a set move set that you actually use week in, week out that nobody there does. I don't think you was quite ready for the U.S. title, but that was circumstantial. Yeah, I do believe it was time for Rum to lose it, and with Zach Murtaugh only being there once every month or so, you were obviously the perfect fit. And a lot of people would say it's just because you was kissing up to Tyler, but I don't see it that way.
Honestly, I like you. You're a very good wrestler. I do agree with him on one thing about the title issue, but I'd rather see someone with more charisma and more wrestling ability than Zach Murtaugh or just Gary or someone holding it, if you catch my drift on that. I have nothing against you. Like I said, you're a very good person in and outside the ring, but other than that, I just think you're a real good wrestler. I mean, I ain't gonna sugarcoat it or nothing. That's my opinions on you, and I think you're a damn good wrestler. You can get real better, or real good at it.
And real quick, we're going to do a rapid fire question. We'll ask you two things, this or that, so to speak, and you just answer right off the top of your head. Whether it be wrestling skill, charisma, friendship, whatever you want to do, first out of your mouth. All right, we're going to go ahead and start. Tyler or Medieval?
Tyler.
Medieval for me.
Tristan or Big Daddy?
Tristan.
Tristan.
Big White or Prozac?
Big White.
G-Money or Sideshow?
G-Money.
G-Money. I had to say that.
Aaron or Freak Show?
Aaron.
Me, of course.
Just because I can get along with them better.
Ryan or Rum?
Ryan.
Rhinestone or TA?
Do I have to choose?
Alright. Chad or Chris?
Chad.
WCW or WWF?
WCW.
WWF or WWE?
WWF.
It's just funny because y'all are answering the same way.
Well, because we had the same mind frame in a way.
That's what makes us such a great tag team.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. Russo, yes or no?
No.
What'd you say?
Russo, yes or no?
Russo, no.
Okay. Football or wrestling?
Wrestling.
Oh, God. Wrestling.
Good stuff. Alright, that's it for the first edition of it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Check back next week. We're going to try to get another guest. Maybe another champion if he'll do it. I have to talk him into it because he's so fucking busy.
I know who you're talking about.
Thank you,
Thanks
guys.
for having us.
Cut the fucking camera off.
The only thing we have to fear is